And I think, Joe and I kind of agree a lot on these things. In fact, I think Joe goes further than I do on the Trump stuff. Like, he said he would rather vote for Trump. I was like, I didn't even get that far. I said, like, I understand, but I haven't made any hard commitments or anything.
Man, every day goes by, I feel this. I mean, I said it.
Well, you already said you were going to vote for him.
I did. I said it.
Committed,
and
man.
Every single day, I feel more and more confident in that decision.
Yeah, but here's why I wouldn't go that far is because Joe Biden, I don't think is going to be the nominee. Well, or I should say.
So then who?
I'm leaning slightly towards them pulling him out.
If they pull him out, there's no reason why the other people that have already backed down shouldn't be the ones that should be in that position.
It won't be.
Yeah, exactly. And
but
I don't like that.
Maybe Cuomo.
I don't like that. I don't know his presidential, capabilities.
I don't know what they're going to do, man.
Yeah, I don't.
Because it's 6 months out. Even if they got rid of Biden, what are they going to do? They're going to introduce the country to Andrew Cuomo?
Yeah.
There was one article that said a Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama ticket, and I threw up on my mouth a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, no way, that's never going to happen. But here's what I'm saying, man. I'm fairly confident. Like, if I shouldn't put it that way. I should say I'm leaning slightly towards them pulling out Joe Biden. Like, there's a tons of articles popping up saying get rid of him. There's tons of calls from people saying it's time for Plan B.
Right. Well, Cassandra Fairbanks released that article that there's this. Some sort of committee to get Michelle Obama on the
VP.
On the VP ticket.
Well, it's like a super PAC or something.
Yeah, okay.
So they're going to try and draft her to do it.
Right.
I said it, and people were like, oh, please, Tim, Michelle Obama will never do it. And it's like, I don't know. I'm not saying it's a greater than chance probability. I'm just saying, like, if I'm thinking it, they've been thinking it for the past few weeks.
Oh, yeah. Or months.
Nobody thought Joe Biden was ever going to win. That dude is sunsetting.
I don't get it. He really is.
So, look.
Yeah.
Everything they've complained about Trump, like, Biden is worse. They say, like, oh, but Donald Trump has talked about abusing women. Dude, there's video footage of Biden abusing women. He had to apologize for
I'm
it.
sorry. No. Not
Girls.
women. Little girls.
Girls.
And that is a big difference to me. I mean,
Seriously.
my goodness, they're both bad, but he's making little girls creeped out.
Yeah,
Like, if I was I can't understand the fathers in every single one of those videos looking at it. Like, it's Joe Biden. I guess it's okay.
Nah.
Like, what is going on?
Shake my fist.
Like, man.
There is a video. Isn't
do
there a
not
video
like
of
Biden.
Ted Cruz?
I don't like Biden, yeah.
Like Ted Cruz trying to kiss a baby
I think
or something?
I don't recall
He is
that.
gross. Ted Cruz.
I don't like that either, but
But so
Biden's gross, man.
But I'm gonna address this, right? It's a common thing to, like, kiss babies and shake hands.
Okay.
Yeah, Joe Biden's not doing that.
No.
Right? So there's creepy videos of tons of
grabbing
politicians.
them with his hands.
Dude, there's videos of him with like a little
molesting them on
and he's like
camera.
stroking their
Yes.
chests and stuff.
Yes.
It's a
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
dude.
Yes, I can't stand it. It's gross.
So you place lecherous old Joe next to Trump, and I got a potty mouth Trump versus the dude on camera doing these things, and I'm like,
Right. I don't like either of them, to be honest.
Well, there's that Andrew Schultz, I think his name is, the comedian.
Okay.
He did this bit. Rogan actually posted it, and he says something like, the reason Joe Biden should be president is that he's the real deal. Look, Donald Trump talks about grabbing women. Joe Biden actually did it. And then he stops and looks over and goes, allegedly. Yeah.
Allegedly.
But I'll put it this way.
That's good.
I'm not 100%, but I absolutely would lean towards voting for Trump if Biden was on the ticket. And it's because I think it is reckless. I think it is horrifying and it is irresponsible for them to put that man in the Oval Office.
Yep.
Now, I understand, like, they could get a VP who would potentially be doing most of the work, but that feels like subversion.
Yeah.
And I still don't trust the idea of me putting my name behind someone like Biden. Nah, sorry, man, not going to happen. So I really, one of the things that stops me from going all the way and saying, like, I would absolutely vote for Trump in that capacity is that I don't like the idea of voting for the lesser of two evils.
I 100% agree with you.
I actually
agree.
think there's in a lot of ways Trump is better than a lot of the presidents we've had in a long time.
Okay.
But I think, man, you like he's got an erratic, sporadic, irrational. No, irrational is the wrong word. Impulsive.
Yeah.
And so
definitely.
it's like, well, I certainly like that. That's why look. There's a lot of presidents where I've been like, never gonna happen. Like McCain, Obama. I'm like, I wouldn't vote for any of those people. With Trump, it's like there's a lot of things I can see wrong with him, but I also know the media lied about almost everything, and that makes it really, really hard for the left to argue why Trump should never be president.
Right.
It's like, dude, listen, I've been reading the news all day, every day since the man got elected, and it's been lie after lie after lie. I don't know why I should believe you anymore. So when they come out and they say stuff like, there was this segment the Washington Post put out where it said, like, here's 7 times Trump lied about, COVID or something. One of the segments shows him going, some people are saying that it might go away in April with the heat, and then it freezes. And then the next bit is a reporter saying, Mr. President, you said it would go away in April with the heat. And he goes, I never said that. And they're like, he lied. And I'm like, he didn't. He said, some people think.
Right.
Now you want to play semantics and say, oh, no, but that was him asserting it. Who are these some people? No, a lot of people online were saying that.
Yeah, like the whole open by Easter thing. He was like, I would love to have the economy open by Easter. It would be great if we can have everything running by Easter. And they're like, you said that your plan was to open it by Easter. And he's like, I said I wanted to open it.
Dude, plays him like a fiddle. I think he knows this too. Like, he says things that aren't absolute, like he's toying with the idea. But it's not even that, right? Do you know about what happened with the Shinzo Abe of Japan and the koi fish pond?
No. What is it?
So a video goes viral of a camera zooming in on Trump. And, Trump and Shinzo Abe were taking little bits of fish food and tossing it into the pond, right?
Okay.
Then all of a sudden the camera zooms in on Trump and it shows him dump the whole thing of food into the water.
Okay.
And boy, did the internet go wild. And they were like, oh, this man is such an embarrassment. I can't believe he would do that. He just dumped all of the food in.
Yeah.
You're supposed to do a little bit. And then the real footage got released. And guess what happened?
The other guy did the same.
Shinzo Abe threw all the food in. Trump looked at him, shrugged, and then did the same thing. Trump was taking the cue of the Prime Minister of Japan.
Showing him how
Then
it
you
was
have the
done.
Covington kids.
God,
you know about that,
of
right?
course.
The Covington kids?
No, I don't. Tell me about it.
There were a field trip of kids standing on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial.
Oh, this.
Video goes viral of a Native American banging a drum. When I first got sent that video, I was watching it and I had everyone saying things to me like, dude, did you see this? Did you see this, Tim? Did you see this? And I watched it and I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at.
Right.
I'm like, so why should I be upset? And they were like, dude, look what that kid's doing. I'm like, what is he doing?
He was like almost in shock that they were standing in front of him. I remember seeing his face. It was just kind of, he was just like what do I do? Wincing.
Right. Everyone was telling me what I was
That's what I saw.
I was being told. They were like, he got in the face of the Native American and started smugly, and I was like, that's not the video.
Right.
You didn't send me a video of a kid walking up to a Native American. You sent me a video of like two people standing in front of each other.
Right.
But the media went nuts.
Yeah,
and now they're getting sued. CNN settled. So this is the problem, right? There are things that I find disagreeable with the president, but at this point, I got to say there is a big motivating factor, like an FU factor of like, I am so sick of being insulted and lied to every single day.
It's true.
And so you know what? It's like, man, when Donald Trump won, I laughed, a hearty laugh.
Yeah.
Because it was comeuppance for the Democrats and how they screwed over Bernie.
Yeah.
And I was pissed. I was like, you get what you deserve. Like, this is the game you played and you lose because of it. I couldn't believe it happened. Now I'm kind of like, you know what, man? If they really want to put up Biden, if this is the game they want to play, they deserve to lose. And I will laugh again. Yep. Admittedly, I will laugh if Biden wins too, because that's just like...
It's an equally funny thing.
Well, it's because a lot of people were saying that the Donald Trump vote was the chaos vote.
Really?
Yeah, they were like, a vote for Trump is to burn it all down. So there were a lot of like... a lot of left, like, I don't want to pretend like it was a huge number, but I knew some like Antifa type people who were like definitely voting for Trump.
Oh, okay.
Because they thought Trump was the fastest path towards everything collapsing. Then the economy roars and everything's better than ever. But I'll tell you what, man, if you really want to see things collapse, vote for Biden.
Yeah.
Like
that's the vibe I get.
He's gonna like go into a meeting with like Iran, and he's gonna be sleeping and snoring, and they're gonna be like shrugging, and then one guy's gonna walk over with a contract for some ridiculous terms like lifting all sanctions and giving them bailouts, and then they're gonna be like, oh, Mr. President, you were just about to sign, and he goes, oh, sorry, and then he just signs it and falls asleep again.
Yeah, his tweets are all articulate and like long. And I'm like, I want to see him say any one of these tweets. Pick one. I don't care which one it is, and just read it to me. Read your own tweet. What did you say? You know? And I know exactly.
That's why it's funny when they asked Trump the other day, they're like, Joe Biden tweeted, and he goes, no, he didn't. He didn't tweet that.
He didn't tweet that. He didn't.
It's accurate.
Oh man,
that's funny.
Dude, it's the prospect of a Biden presidency is scary.
Yeah,
because like his proponents have even said the same thing. It's a placeholder candidacy, a one-term president. It's funny. He actually said this.
Biden did.
Yeah, he said something like, what exactly did he say? Remember he said he was like, I'll be a one-term president, and then he walked back like, no, that's not what I meant.
So he said something like, I want to hold the place for somebody like the Mayor Petes of the world. Like I really want to like set the stage, and I don't expect to be here for that long. Which is unsettling.
Right.
I don't like that.
Oh, dude, I'm laughing, but
it's sad,
I really actually feel bad because there was
man.
when he was doing the Micah Brzezinski interview. Did you watch that?
Mm-mm.
So man, she didn't take,
I saw the clips of this.
She didn't go easy on him.
No, she
Dude,
didn't.
I felt so bad for Biden.
Yeah,
It's
someone just said that I'm roasting an old man. It's like, yeah, he's an old man. He shouldn't be running for president.
It's not about roasting him. It's about the people who are propping him up.
And
that's the point I'm trying to make. That's why
he's still making the choice to run, though.
But come on.
What?
A 2-year-old makes the choice to take a fork in an electrical outlet. We don't blame the 2-year-old.
So,
like bad parenting.
So he's a 2-year-old.
Dude.
Yeah,
exactly. He's clearly out of his mind, and he's sitting there mumbling and sputtering, and he can't speak, and they keep doing this to him.
More reason why I don't want to vote for this man.
Right. Listen, on that Micah Brzezinski interview, it was so sad. This confused, disheveled old man just sitting there like, why are you yelling at me?
Yeah.
What's happening? I don't understand. I'm like, come on, man.
I can't come up with an excuse fast enough.
It's not about him coming up with an excuse.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
It's about, like, you took
something.
No, you took a man who is like, listen, I'd be willing to bet that if he had to stand trial, the opposing legal team would easily argue he's not fit to stand trial.
Okay.
He's not there. They'd be like, listen to him speak. And he'd be like, I didn't, well, the thing with me, and they'd be like, this man is clearly not fit to testify. Mm-hmm. Yet they put him on MSNBC and put him in front of his woman who actually asked him some tough questions.
Yeah.
She said something like, so we're supposed to believe all women except until it's you. And it's like, she kind of smacked him down a little bit.
She's got a huge point.
She could have been tougher on him, but she was pretty tough.
Yeah.
And he had this look on his face.
Any tougher, he would have broke.
He had this look on his face where he was like, just like his brow going down, confused, like, I don't understand what's happening.
Yep.
Like, what's happening right now? And I'm like, you know what, man? We're humans. We're young and vulnerable. Then we become teenagers, young adults. We're capable of sustaining ourselves.
Yep.
And then once we get older, we look to our families and we look to varying degrees of our society to helping us out as we sunset. We live lives of a life of a bell curve. You know, Joe Biden is clearly well beyond his prime. Like,
oh yeah,
that's an understatement.
Well beyond.
He's like they're stretching what little bit he has left beyond where he should even be going. Mm-hmm. It makes me sick to see what they put that guy through. You know, I get it. He's sitting there being like, I want to do this. Obama said, Joe, you don't have to do this. They're you know what it is? I wondered what that meant. You don't have to do this. Wait, what do you mean? Running for president is like it's a powerful statement.
Yeah.
It's an aspirational goal.
Yeah. You should want to be president at least.
What does it mean you don't have to do this? You say that to somebody who's like about to run to a burning building to save a life. Like, you don't have to do this.
Yeah, exactly.
What was Joe Biden? That's it. Sacrificial lamb. A lot of people felt this way. There's a lot of posts on social media saying things like, and I agree with this, that he's just a holdover candidate. They know he won't win.
Yeah.
And they don't want to waste Buttigieg. They don't want to waste their actually younger candidates who might win in the next cycle.
Because it's anyone's game next time.
Right. And so they know Trump will be a tough battle. Trump will be a tough battle.
That's how tough it is. He deserves his own word.
So they're like, you know what? A truff. So they're like, you know what? Biden is done.
Yeah.
We don't want to waste any of our young, more energetic candidates.
Yeah.
Throw out Biden. He'll lose. We won't got to waste anybody and burn him in the press. And there it is.
That makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
There's no chance. I'm going to make a big, huge pot of popcorn for when they go debate each other.
Oh, gosh.
It'll never, I can't imagine.
Seriously,
dude.
people were asking me on Adamcast that we should do a live stream.
We can't.
No, I know.
Yeah, they shut everybody down once they
that'd
do
be so
it.
fun.
Crowder did it with
CNN.
It's
tough though.
No.
They
didn't get it. They didn't stream CNN. They streamed straight from the White House. And I don't know if that got
they still
around.
They still go after people.
But it worked. He did it.
So what happens is when the White House or C-SPAN or some other nonprofit or public entity will stream, CNN and other outlets pick it up, and then argue that because the audio and video matches their content, they strike you down, and then you can't live stream for 2 weeks.
That's ridiculous.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you know Luke Radowski, Weird Change, right?
Yeah.
So Luke did an interview. This is years ago. This is like 2012, I think. Al Jazeera took his footage under fair use, ran a segment, and then copyright claimed his video, which was uploaded first, and YouTube took it down.
What?
Yeah, and they took his money.
Whoa.
That's messed up.
Talk about messed
Jeez.
up.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Yikes.
Thanks for checking out this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. We do the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. If you want to catch the full show, tune in to this channel, subscribe, hit the like button, or check us out on iTunes and Spotify, and we will soon have this podcast up for free on all podcast platforms. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all in the next episode.